Okay, welcome back to all the super kickers. This is Gather Round here from Asia. Well, it's an Adelaide looking Asia, so it's the festival of Gather Round here. We have got the Walsh Dogs. Well, before we talk about the Walsh Dogs and Poke Bombs, we do have a special guest. It is the home of the East Coast. Well, no, it's not the East Coast, but it's the rubber with the surgical gloves. It's the rubber gloves, Ricky Walsh. Welcome, Ricky. How are you going with the gloves? Talk to us.
Well, we're going very well this year. We're doing it for Hodgie. I think Hodgie'd be loving it. We've created a new comp for him, the SMS comp, and the gloves are going to take out the premiership. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about the gloves fixture in a moment. They take on Rocket Rod, but we're going to start first tight.
Finally, I'm going to win this week.
You may,
Rod.
You may. We'll see how we go. But we're going to talk about Walsh Dogs.
Here they launched the first rocket in Asia, and if you don't get a win here this week, Rod, I'm not sure you ever will.
It is a chance for the Rocket. But anyway, we're going to look at the Rocket, the Walsh Dogs, who are 3-1, taking on the Poke Bombs of Ross.
Walsh Dogs 3-1. Have you ever seen a cow at the top of a tree before and wondered how it got there? It's a bit like the Walsh Dogs. Oh.
There you go, good old Ricky, just letting rip into the Walsh Dogs. Anyway, they have made an impressive start, but I don't know how they've done it. They've got Mycheck, who just snuck in for 3 goals last week. Zagoe will need to lift. They need probably more from him. They've got Bailey coming on tomorrow night against North Melbourne. He will need to kick a multiple, and Papley comes home playing the Eagles. Could kick 4 or 5, maybe 6. I don't know. He just came past maybe about 5 minutes ago, Tom Papley. So
playing the Eagles.
We're going to look for him to have a big week.
The Walsh Dogs, Oscar Allen.
Yeah, but he's out injured. Oscar's
How are they doing it without Oscar Allen?
I don't know. They're 3-1 without Allen.
Doing all right.
Taking on the Bombs, Rochelle tonight, and also Petty, who I reckon will go forward. Tyson Stengel and Ben King, going to look for them to do well, and also Logan McDonald and Heaney. What a duo they're going to be on Sunday against the Eagles. I think they're going to probably kick about 8 or 9 between them. So for me, Poke Bombs just too strong. They're going to give the Walsh Dogs a thumping. All right. Woo! See you later, Walsh Dogs. Bombs by 37. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, they'll blow them up. The Walsh Dogs, the honeymoon period's over. Let's get back to real business.
What's your tip? How much?
Poke Bombs by a 39 points.
39. Right. Let's have a look at the free smoke. Smoking it up. I'm looking for some smoke. 2-1 taking on the Minted Mick, who are just around here. I think he's playing a little bit of blackjack.
At the moment.
Bit of blackjack for Minted Mick up there. I think he's doing well from what we've heard. Anyway, Minted Mick, we'll talk about him first. He's got a sore Chandler and also a Keys, who's playing tonight. We're going to look for a busy game from him. He did light it up last year at Gather Round when he faced off against Carlton. Lukosius, bit of a floater. Does he go up forward this week or does he stay back? We don't know. Dixon and Rosie.
Still happening back there.
Massive opportunity for Dixon and Rosie tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow night actually against Essendon. They're at home here in Asia. I think they're going to dominate. And then Adam's playing his first game for the Swans.
A couple of Minted Mick supporters walking behind us.
Minted Mick supporters just coming by, just walking past. And Tom Lynch is out for 12 weeks, so that is no good for the Minted Mick. For the free smoke, Cozzy Pickett, Ben Brown, and Bailey Fritsch all playing here tonight. They're going to do seriously well, I think. They're going to kick at least 6 or 7 between them. And then you've got Samson Ryan, I think, who will come in this week for the Tigers, playing his first game. A few injuries down at Tigerland. So Samson Ryan, I'm looking for him to make an impact. Higgins and Caminiti, they will also combine for 5 goals. And we're looking for Warner and Bontempelli to dominate. And Jezza Cameron, get a bit more selfish, Jez. The free smoke need that. Right.
Cost him last week, Jez.
It
cost me too. Jez, I'm going to ditch you if you keep this form up.
Who's your tip?
Well, we're playing in Asia. It's a bit polluted over there, so I don't see Minted Mick having much chance amongst all that smog and smoke. They're free smoke. They might return to the top of the ladder soon. They'll win by a couple of goals.
Yeah, look, it's a pretty good tip. So my thinking is Minted Mick will come out pretty hard early. But I think as the game wears on, he's going to get a little bit tired, and then I think eventually get into the casino up there. And play some more blackjack and become a little bit disinterested. Have a tight loss where the free smoke suffocate him by 9 points. That is my prediction. Next game, it's Ricky's mob, the Rubber Gloves, taking on Rocket Rod, 2-on-3 against the 2-on-2 Rubber Gloves. Talk about your team, Ricky. Rubber Gloves.
Yeah, we've picked a few players in honour of Hodgie this year. Peter Up, one of them's out for a while, so probably not at our best. But who do we have? I don't even know if I've got to be 10, to be honest. Memories, is he playing?
He's playing.
I think so. Hawkins. No, Hawkins is going alright. He should do well. Kaczynski might be back this week, I think. And Brent Daniels is playing better than I thought. He'll have a good game too.
Excellent, Rick. Love that preview there for his rubber glove side. Let's have a look next at the Rocket Rod side. We've got Butters and Horn Francis, who will expel. Horn Francis will return tomorrow night. And we've also got Ollie Henry and Close for the Cats. I think they're going to have some good games. And Hogan and Green, I think they're playing up at Norwood. No, Adelaide Hills. Looking for them to do well.
Late for his match.
A little bit of a streaker over there going through. They'll combine for 4 or 5 goals. But for me, the Gloves will get a stranglehold of Rocket Rod and send them back to orbit. 32 points.
Only 32?
32.
Mate, I'll get you by 10 goals.
10 goals, done. Right, A-Track, 1 and 3. Playing against the WLF, which is the White Line Fever, who are 3-1 on top.
Fever.
The Fever, mate, they are in cracking form. They have got Lincoln McCarthy, Neil Bullen, who's been in sensational form, and Curtis, the little bloke at North Melbourne, who's just getting under the radar, has been probably one of the better picks of the season. Kerno, Amos Taberner, all playing here on Saturday. It's going to be absolute, I don't know, it's going to be, I reckon there's going to be a lot of goals from them. And Burn Jones, Ugle Hagen and Darcy, I think they're going to cause the Geelong backmen some issues. And Amadi, 3 or 4 easily against the Eagles. A-Track though, they've got Fogarty tonight playing, who needs to get back into form. Van Ruin as well.
Been rubbish, hasn't he?
He's been a little bit Van rubbish. Well, Fogarty, Van Ruin was a bit rubbish, but Fogarty has been a bit rubbish as well. Rayner, he's been playing well, so he'll get his, I reckon he'll kick 3 against North. Ainsworth and Humphrey, they're going to combine for 3 on Sunday against this week in the BH Cup. We have got the Bamboozled Asians taking on the Boogie Woogie Sheep. Now, Goalfest have come to gather around this round, and they've actually got some Bamboozled Asian socks on. You can see Bamboozled there.
Socks for the Asians. They already released merchandise for the Asians. A bit ahead of yourself.
Bit of support for the Bamboozled Asians from the Goalfest this week. That's all right, no worries at all. Kind gentleman there that's just walked past. But anyway, we have got the Bamboozled Asians taking on the Boogie Woogie Sheep. Both are 2 and 2, so really 50-50 game in my opinion.
Back in it, the Sheep. They're back.
They are back in it with Hawkins impressing 4 goals. Has kicked 11 goals so far this season, so he's looking really good, Tom Hawkins. Zerha,
And wasn't he?
we're looking for him to kick a few more goals for the Boogie Woogie Sheep. And Rosie and Rioli, both playing on their home track here in Asia. They are going to kick some multiples against, a little bit of a hot and cold Essendon side. So looking for them to dominate. And both of these teams both have Norton, so that cancels each other out. For the Asians, they're going to look for Rankin and Petrarca to absolutely light it up tonight here and get off to a flyer. We've got Cameron to be more accurate front of goal. Charlie Cameron I'm talking about here.
Has he played this year?
Yeah, I'll tell you he's played, but he's gone missing a fair bit. Anyway, Riccardi and Owens, can they continue their good form? And Haywood has got a beautiful matchup against the West Coast Eagles. I think that was just one of the West Coast players coming past there just before. Anyway, for me, a really close game, but I'm tipping the Sheep in a 6 points game. Sorry for the Asians, I've got your socks, got your merch on, but I think the Sheep will just get you. What about you, Rick?
Is anyone watching? Oh, no, give it a 10. This game will be a draw, and it will come down to the 9th scorer who's going to make it through the next round of the BH Cup. Probably the Sheep. No, it's in Asia. It's their home ground. No chance, Sheep. I'm just kidding, mate. You ain't winning.
Alright, so there we go. It's the Asians in countback for the Quiche. Let's have a look now at the Goalfest. Who's best with the fest? Our top 5. This is our new segment for the season.
What a segment.
We're going to start from going from number 5 all the way to number 1 up the top. I've got Stringer, a player that the Goalfest hasn't been a fan of. But geez, he came to play in that last quarter last week.
Real pick.
He was a match winner last quarter, kicking a couple of really clutch goals. He's kicked 10 for the season. I don't know how he's got to 10th, but Stringer makes 5.
Not bad.
At number 4 is one of Ricky's mates, Tom Hawkins at 4. He's kicked 2 bags of 4 in his last 2 games, and he's looking pretty good for how old is he now? About 36, 37?
35, 36.
Yeah, he looks really good. Tom Hawkins hasn't slowed down at all. Kicking straight. Hawkins is my number 4. Number 3, Bailey French. 11 goals. Has kicked
play.
two crucial goals. He is a player of the quiche, and I think he's also a player of, I don't know, in the other
Free
comp.
smoke.
He's a free smoke and a quiche, but Bailey Fritsch kicked
Two
crucial last quarter goals last week to win them the game. So he makes it number 3. Number 2 is Harry McKay. We did
Two?
lord him up before.
Not number 1?
Number 2.
Yeah, your number 1 would want to be good.
It's still Jesse Hogan. It is still Jesse. He's still the best ball in the comp. Although I do got a feeling this week that McKay may surpass him. So
I don't know about
Hogan,
this. Send your feedback into the fest.
yeah, send the feedback.
Stephen.gmario.com.au and bag him.
I've still got Hogan at number 1. I still think he's going to kick 3 or 4 this week, and that is why it's my number 1. That is Who's the Best with Fest. Thank you for listening.